But we're going live in 15 seconds. Bless you. Jinx, you owe me a soda. I don't know where I'm from anymore. I think I'm just a piece of garbage. Oh dear. Okay, right. We are now live. So, oh, for God's sake. Alright. Okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Crazy Adventures, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass gamers just sit around and try to play Dungeons & Dragons. So, first of all, massive thank you, Maka the DM. Thank you for the follow whilst I was offline. I really do appreciate it. I'm loving your content. So hopefully we can sort something out in the future. Before we get started on tonight's session, I would like to say a massive thank you for the love on all social media. I love you all so much. I would say in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to try and experiment and do things outside the box kind of way with the sessions and with the overlay and all the stuff, trying to make it all nice and fancy for everybody. So I do appreciate all your patience, and hopefully I and the whole group can make things a lot more better for you. So, without further ado, let's jump right into tonight's session. So where we left off, our adventurers on the final mile, reaching to the capital city of Zekros. They had a bit of an interesting evening, with one of our party members decide to separate and go off to the city by herself. In doing so, some choices were made, which resulted in one of our party members being arrested. Two were nearly arrested, and one of them played the royalty card to avoid being imprisoned, and one we don't know at the moment. So, as we left off, Blazel and Cray, you were just being escorted by the King's Guard after Cray revealed his insignia of his royalty, and you're now being escorted to the Western Stockade to find out what happened to your gnome friend, Nyx. What are you two doing?
I'm just very stressed because I just was forced to play the most awful card that there is.
Okay, alright. What about you, Blazel?
Well, just ask Cray what sort of royalty it is. See if he'll indulge me in conversation while we're walking.
Okay,
As is a surprise to hear.
well, you remember when I said that I'm from really far away?
Yeah.
Well, there is almost on the other side of the world, there is an island, a continent, something in the middle. It's quite a big landmass.
Right.
And my family resides there. And we technically don't go out that much, so not that many people know and how we look, so we usually use that to our advantage when we go out into the world. And we don't even do that much. My parents barely freaking even let me out. So when if we meet any of the others, don't tell them that I am from that family, it's gonna. I feel like the whole dynamic would break.
Your secret is safe with me.
Oh, thank God. Oh, I just hope that they said that they arrested a gnome, so my best bet that it's Nick's. And if they came for us, then it's definitely Nick's.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
hope she doesn't do anything weird. I want to turn to the guards and, I'm sorry, how far away is the detention location for the gnome that you captured?
It's about 20 minutes as he reassures that it is just by the western gates.
Well, that shouldn't be that long. May I ask, who told you that there are criminals prowling about?
Well, there's always criminals prowling about. As he communes in eyesight between him and his comrade escorting you. In your case, as he looks back to you, Cray, we were just instructed by our commander that there is criminals matching your description, and then he goes into detail of what's happened, but we do not know who actually said that you were criminals, just that we received word that you did.
That's very interesting. Thanks for the info.
You're welcome. Okay, so as you two are discussing with yourself, trying to figure out what the hell is happening, what this crazy morning it has been for you two, we go, and I will need you two to mute Death for a couple minutes.
Yep.
Hudster.
Oui.
So, Earthfall, as you saw, a little bit of conversation was happening inside the tavern, and as they were walking down the steps and telling and just reaching out to the comrades outside the doors saying he's not here, the room hasn't been touched, one of the guards come up to you and says to you, excuse me, are you the one that was the informant about this information?
I was, yes.
Would you be happy to come to the stockade so we can write down an official statement?
Yes. I'm fine with that. Would I be able to speak with the group?
Yeah, in what context?
I have a question to ask them.
Yeah, okay, so if you want to speak to the accused party, we don't often allow it, but we can accommodate it.
Well, when someone stole something from me, they said it was for some joke, and I want to ask who joke is.
that really, apologies chat, that really took me off by surprise. Right. Joke? He responds by joke? Who's this?
Yeah.
Who's this joke?
When they were trying to explain to me why they took it, they said it was for joke. I want to know if that's who they're working for.
Okay. Right, we will question them when we gather all the members of this accused party. If you would like, we can escort you ourselves to the Western Stockade.
We can go now if you like. I'm finished eating.
Certainly. Okay.
Do you know? Have you heard of anyone called Joke before?
Joke?
Yes.
No, not heard of a joke before.
Bit of a mystery then.
It is quite. As he is a bit confused, he literally, as soon as he finished communicating with you, as you are just about to finish off your meal, he quickly just dashes off to the other guys. He's like, have you heard of a guy called Joke? And then that one guard relays that message to the others, like, Joke? And then the word seems to start spread of this who Joke is. As this is continue on, you finish meeting.
I thank the person for the meal, and then we leave, I guess.
Okay, so as you are escorted, as you now begin to be escorted off to the Western Stockade, with all the rest of the remaining guards, as they are satisfied that the final member is not there of the accused party. Is there anything you would like to ask the guards or anything else before I continue the next sit?
No.
Okay.
Not that I can think of.
Alright, awesome. Okay, so
Really confused about who this Joke is.
as you are contemplating on as yourself as like, who is this Joke? Whilst you're now in the middle of this transition, I'll need you to deaf mute.
Okay.
Okay, and we will go. Everyone's deaf mute. Sorry. Okay, so I will need. I have to do it this way. There will be a simpler way soon. Okay, so they're all being messaged. Hello. Okay, so as you we're still waiting on Blazer. Blazer. I know he's deaf mute, but I messaged him to unmute. Blazer, Hong Kong, come on, get your butt here. Blazer, I'll have to continue and leave you muted.
Oh, there he is.
There we go. I threatened him. The threaten with the power. Right, so, Blazer, Cray, as you are still in discussion on what's happened and what could have caused this, you finally approach this heavily guarded but seems quiet area where there is a lot of mounted guards holding basic spears and everything, and has a signia of a triangle with one tower in each corner of this triangle pyramid plastered straight on top of the building. As one of the guards comes to Cray, is like, here is the Western Stockade.
Thank you. May you escort us to the person that you detained?
Certainly. As he signals off one of the actual court guards to come over and take you to the place where this supposed character has been encaged, as you've been escorted off. You start walking in, into this very dim, candlelit area. You hear a little bit of screaming and, well, not screaming, a lot of moaning and metal rattling coming off in like the far left corner, of people saying, "I didn't do it! Get me out of here!" And others are going, "Oh, come on, shut the fuck up. We're done for. Just end my life already." And the other guards are coming out, "Shut up!" And this is just a lot of argument. First, at this time in the morning, it's just like, "I've had enough. Get me out of here." And others are vomiting. It is a dark area to enter into. But as you would assume that they were going to take you to the left, where all the screaming and shouting is, they actually lead you to the right. As some of the guards are a bit confused why they're going that way. As you start to enter in, where you're going ain't the normal cell area. As you see, there are small little cages that are big enough to hold like average sized dogs and cats and small rodents. As you see in the far right, underneath this like little shadowlit area, you see a small little gnome, female gnome, with practically just basic garments over, and Toby, just as this little lizard that you notice is Toby, just like resting in her hands, as you see Nyx, a bit low and frustrated as she has been found locked up in an animal cage. Little bit pissed off.
Oh my god, is she alright? Does she look hurt?
Well, you can ask her yourself.
Oh,
Nyx, you have just now woken up in your cage, Toby in your hand, and you have got practically only just basic garments covering your body, as you feel a little bit dirty and a little bit disdained that you have been locked up in a animal-sized cage.
Fucking dickheads.
I lean down and... Are you alright? Are you hurt?
I'm not sure.
Oh god. I signal to the guard. This one, release her.
And he looks like it was a little bit of confusion as to why. But then the other guard signals over and is like, "Do it." And he's like, "Okay." Pulls out the key, asks you to step aside as he bends down and to reach the key into the lock, unlocks it. As the doors now open, Nyx, you are free to walk out.
No, I'm walking out, alright. Where are my things? Where's my pouch?
Your objects that you came in with are on that table over there. As he points, there's this little, just like bundled stack of weapons and pouches and stuff like that.
And everything's there.
If you want to, you can roll an investigation check.
Natural 20. That's a 26.
At this point in time, after you've thoroughly gone through all of your investigation, you have noticed that some of your currency is not all there.
Where's my money? Who took my money?
Who do you relay this message to?
The guards? Everyone in the room?
The guards look a little bit dumbfounded. With your, I will say that with a natural 20, mind you, I would say. No, I actually forgot to mark down specifically. You seem to have lost. Sam, I would say you have lost half of your gems and powder that you've had in your possession, as well as you lost 10 platinum.
Fuck. Hold on.
But everything else seems to be there. Your weapons, your ammunition and stuff like that all seems to be okay.
How much gems did they?
I would say, since it's a low bag amount, I would say you've lost all of it. Looks like all your jewels and half your platinum was taken. As the guards are a bit confused as to why stuff's happened, and they respond as, unfortunately, a lot of people come in and out of here. This is a very busy stockade.
I don't care who comes in and out. Someone's stolen all of my gems. Someone's taken all of my powders. Someone's taking 10 platinum off me, and I want them back.
10 platinum, you say? It's not wise to carry that a lot of money in your possession, especially in this city. You never know what will come up behind you and just steal it from under you.
And they never know if I'll stab them in return. Where's my money?
As they get a little bit cautious, as you start to show signs of aggression, one of few of them start to withdraw themselves, but seem to go over and reach with their other hand, just start to grab the hilt of the swords, and another seems to start to lean down with the spear. Cray, Blazel, as you witness this level of aggression seems to rise quite quickly, what do you two do?
Just stand and watch.
How about we all calm down, because there was clearly something wrong here, and our friend here has just been robbed and falsely imprisoned, perhaps, but we don't know yet. Can you tell us who, or perhaps just generally what people may have come through here that might have taken these items?
Unfortunately, people coming in and out very regularly from all walks of life, I'm afraid. People that got too drunk the night before, people that decide to try and steal something, or upset the wrong politician, or made a blatant threat against the crown. There is multiple people that have committed multiple offences, and as you say, that one goes, "Oh, I didn't commit any offences." Shut up! You're naked, for fuck's sake. Oh. As he's immediately shut in by another guard, comes back to you. Unfortunately, there was so many people. We've even arrested a group of thieves last night, apart from apparently yourselves. But they've all made bail. There's nothing we can do.
Wait, are you allowing regular people to just walk around where you hold detained people?
No, but as soon as they're released, they all walk down this main hallway and leave out. Your friend and your friend's possessions were in an adjacent room next to.
Why were they not secured?
It,
These items, even though they do belong to a person in a jail, still doesn't mean that they can be robbed that easily here.
well, most people that do get imprisoned here either are charged and are sent to the keep, or they are executed. So most of the people that leave are either ourselves, the King's Guard, or people that have made bail or released due to certain political systems. There is not much else we can do. At the end of the day, I just do my job. I earn my coin and I go home.
Simple folk. All right, we'll be taking her possessions and leaving now. And would you pass to your commander that they should keep a better eye on people? False accusations will not go well for him.
As he says with a little bit of a slanted, confused face, and he's like, very well. Well, you are free to go. As you raise his hands out, points to the main door for you to all exit. Nix, you are now free to, after the weapons were drawn back in, are you continuing, or are you going to grab your things?
Where's your commanding officer at?
The commanding officer, he's currently on a patrol on the north side.
When will he be back?
As he looks back, and everyone's like shrugging their shoulders. Oh no. Unfortunately, our commander is a very busy guy. He's a very busy, loyal man, and unfortunately, we can't keep tabs on everybody. I can get someone to possibly send a message saying he's needed, but
Yes.
you would like someone to send
Yes.
a message. Is this matter of life or death?
It's a matter of my property being stolen, about me being thrown in a cell, falsely accused, you scaring my pet half to death,
Okay.
and me being really, really not happy about this situation.
Okay. As they are a little bit concerned, they signals a messenger, signal Commander Farron, that his assistance is required at the Western Stockade. As the one of the seem to be underling guards like, certainly, right away. Goes off and sends a message over. You will have to wait here until he returns.
No, that's not going to be a problem. I'm not going anywhere until I get my stuff. Or until I get an explanation of how someone can just steal from me. Enough prison.
Okay. As you all, Cray, Blazer, are you happy to stay, or would you like to do anything else?
What time of day it is?
I would say after all this little calming down, it's about 10 a.m.
I say we wait, too.
You wait?
Just in case.
Okay, mind you that this place is only set to accommodate prisoners and basic storage for weapons and such. There isn't actually any accommodation for you. You will have to probably like stand or sit outside, just to wait for a response. You want to leave, Blazer, okay?
How long until the captain arrives?
He's currently on patrol, so it's gonna take a while. From here to the north side, patrol. As he's trying to figure out in his head roughly, probably won't be until about 12:01.
Oh, so it's a couple of hours.
The north side is where the king lives. To be a part of the northern patrol is quite. As he's trying to explain it to you, the north side is for the very high standard rich people, and they say that they're attending their. Due to political desires and needs, there is a lot more desire for patrols up on the north side than there is on the south or any other side of the city. And as he says that, because it's so far away, they try and like you understand. There is some kind of there is a little bit of inner city discrimination kind of thing.
Oh. I fear I do understand. Thanks for the information.
Certainly.
I think I'll be leaving now with Blazer, because sitting there for 3 hours, I feel like it's too much.
I had a feeling it'd be a few hours.
I've already been there for a few hours, so a few more wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, but you were sleeping, that's different. What else you could do while you're sleeping? You might as well be in a cell or not. But while I'm free, I'm not going to be sitting around for 3 hours.
Okay. Alright. So what would you two like to do?
Head back to the city?
Yeah, head back to the city and search for a smithing shop.
Well, we need to find Thingy, don't we? Marcus.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So as you two start to discuss on leaving and start walking out, another group of guards come in your direction. I would say both you, Cray and Blazer, do notice these same guards. These were the same ones that were speaking to you earlier. As you notice, in the middle of that group of guards is Urfor being escorted as some form of realization that Urfor is also being escorted by the guards heading to the same place you have just now leaving out of. Urfor, you have just now approached the Western Stockade. And you've now bumped into Cray and Blazer as they are now leaving.
Hello there.
Why, hello there.
I have a question to ask you.
Ooh, go ahead.
Who is this joke person that you stole my blanket for?
Joke is not a person. Joke is something you do between friends or people that you like.
I don't understand.
It basically doesn't mean anything. It's meant to make someone laugh or just cause a positive emotion.
Yeah, but who is Joke?
There is no one called
Why
Joke.
do they need a blanket?
There is no one called Joke.
Okay,
I don't know if you could help me here, Gray. Do you have a better way of explaining what a joke is?
I'm just looking a bit away, covering my face and cackling.
As some of the as you do, some of the guards who are overhearing this conversation seem to like do the same, like snickle and like try not to break.
Oh, is Joke a god? Is that who you worship?
No, Joke is not a god, but you could treat it as a god if you wanted to.
So it's something on the same level as a god.
I don't know how to explain it really. It's more of something that you learn as you interact with people. But I'm guessing as you're not too sure on what a joke is, this hasn't been a thing in your early life.
Okay.
Can you do a joke on Cray? Just show me what it is.
I tap on Cray's opposite shoulder that I'm standing on, and he looks.
I turn in that direction.
And I start laughing. I said that's a joke because he thought there was someone tapping him on the shoulder on that side, but there wasn't. So I made him look, and I was here. That is a joke of sorts. Not a very great one, but it can cause laughter.
When does the blanket come into it?
The blanket was an object of the joke. Was because you'd look in the bag and be like, I had a blanket in here, but it's not in here. And then you would have found it behind the tree and been like, oh, it's over there. Again, probably wasn't a funny joke, but I found it funny. I do apologise that you didn't.
Maybe you are just really bad at these jokes?
Probably am, to be fair. But I like to amuse myself.
As you three seem to be in a calm communication about who this joke person is or what it is, you hear charging down straight from the north, seems to be like in a massive steed running in anger and aggression, comes up to you all, is like, alright, who's now summoned me? Who the fuck is dying? As everyone just seems to now stand up and salute towards this large giant humanoid surrounded in heavy plated armor with the solid triangle insignia crest on every single piece of his armor in shine and in broad spectrum, in a little bit of sweat and anger as he seemed to have ran all the way from the northern side. And everyone's like, welcome, sir. And it's like, alright, who summoned me? Who the fuck summoned me? As one of the guys like puts his hand up in fear and shaky. He's like, here. He's like, come here. Right, who's dying? No one's dying. And he just like picks him up by the armor and just lifts him up. It's like, right. So I have had to run all the way here because no one is dying? Give me one good reason. As he seems to like really shaking his armor, literally like trying to shake him down. And it's like, who are these 4 idiots here? I was like, 3. Who are these 3 idiots here? And as he stares at you 3, seems to be in a communication. What do you 3 do?
Excuse me, sir.
I am the one that's calling you an idiot. I am Commander Veron. I'm the one that runs this entire place.
Are you Joke?
He is a joke.
So this man is a joke. Are we supposed to laugh at him?
Yep.
as he seems to have been confused as what the fuck are you idiots on about. He literally is like, why are they here? Are we supposed to arrest them? Then arrest them!
Through the laughter, I like point to the door through which we came out of. Like, there is a person awaiting you inside.
As he stands there gruntled, and he's like, "This better be worth it, boy." As he stomps through, exerting his large, viscous figure, just like not charging, but like borderline trotting with anger right through to the stockade entrance, and peers in, and says, "Right, who summoned me?"
That would have been me.
As he looks around, it's like, and then he looks really low and looks at you. It's like, "You summoned me, gnome?"
Yes, I did.
As he looks down to you, it's like, his voice and demeanor suddenly changed. Like, "Oh, what could be the problem?" As everyone, the guards, everyone's jaws suddenly drop. I was like, what the fuck is happening? As the commander's eyes peers at you, seems to widen and glisten, and it's like, "Oh, look at this cute little thing." I was like, what has happened? What has made you so upset? As he then picks you up and puts you on the table so he can reach you at a better eye length. What seems to be the trouble?
Someone
Wasn't
robbed
eye
me.
length.
Someone threw me in jail on false accusations. You then scared my pets half to death, and I would really like my belongings back.
Hold on. You have a little pet? Let me see. And as you bring out little Toby in your palm, it seems like a Goliath versus ant kind of scenario. Just like peers over. It's like, "Oh, look at this cute little thing." As he tries to put his finger towards it, it towers Toby so much that Toby seems to be in quite little fear and starts literally like trying to step back in fear. It's like, "Oh, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Oh, sorry. I like little things. Little things are so cute and so small." It's like,
Yeah, my girlfriend seems to enjoy little things too.
"Oh,
I want my stuff. You guys robbed me. You put me in jail with no reason. You treat me like I am a half-class citizen.
oh, on behalf of the King's Guard, I am very sorry about that."
Yeah.
It's like,
What are you gonna do with the? How am I gonna get my gems back? How am I gonna get my 10 platinum back? How am I gonna get my ingredients back?
hold on. As he seems to now shake himself back to his original stature, as he raises up, it's like, "Someone get in here now!" As his voice continues to raise, one of the men, actually no, 3 of the men seem to stumble over each other, reaches, is like, "Yes, sir! Right, artillery! Who was here last night?" One of the men in the back, "I am." "Right. Was any of them here?" As he raises his eyebrows, asserting as what they know. It's like, as the little guard, like, starts to raise his hands like this and go, yeah. Fucking snatchers. As he thumps the table, he's like, I'm sorry, little one. As he tries to maintain his rage and calms himself down. Unfortunately, we have had a bad thieving problem. And these snatchers, as the name suggests, they just like to steal anything they can. We keep arresting them, but somehow, someway, someone is letting them out before any of us catch wind, and so we can chop their heads off.
It's Joke.
You're actually not in the.
Joke's letting him go.
You're actually not in the building.
Wait, what?
He's
outside.
he's inside the stockade. You're just hearing a lot of anger and screaming from the outside. Sorry. I know it would be good, but sorry. You're just all of you three there are still like a little bit of shock, but a little bit of awe that there is this large man just walked right in and screaming and shouting the place down. As he continues his discussion, he describes to you, Nix, about the group of thieves that is very, very proud of their art of thievery, and they like to target all newcomers as they do not understand or try to protect their own possessions. In situations like these, even a simple second, you might have lost something. That is why people go to the Treasury. As he says to the Treasury, the Treasury is a secure place that is funded by the Crown and all through higher associates that protect their personal belongings in a secure magical vault where no one is able to enter unless you know about it. And he's like, unfortunately, little one, the possessions you've lost, we cannot get back, as it seems that the snatchers have taken it.
So, what does that leave me with? Am I gonna get reimbursed?
Unfortunately, the Crown doesn't reimburse. If we attempt to reimburse anyone that lost stuff, we would actually be out of money by now.
I am not just anyone.
I appreciate you saying that, my tough little fighter. As he's trying to be cute, but also try to be assertive, as unfortunately there's nothing I can do. And there's nothing that the King's Guard can do.
Is there something the king can do?
Pardon?
Since I was allegedly arrested because I was gonna steal something from him, from a person I've never even met, in a town I have no interest in being in.
Unfortunately, any communication with the king is frowned upon unless the king wants to. And as he even feels like there is an actual level of authority, as this person cannot be touched unless it's on dire circumstances. And I repeat this, dire circumstances.
Well then.
If you would like to try and earn back what you've lost, you can possibly go for a death contract that they often do in the Halberds Guild.
Well, half of that money was gonna be to pay for entrance in the Helmets Guilds. That's why I am a teeny tiny bit upset.
Ah, so you haven't joined up yet. Okay. As he's rumbling through his starts to rumble through the pockets, and is like, give the quartermaster this, as he presents you this little medallion of the it's silver plated, with the same insignia, but at the back, on the back of it, it's just plain, but there is a little crest signature of a crane with two bones cross it. He says, show that to the quartermaster, and he may be able to help you with your admission.
Right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, little one. And if you find if anyone starts bothering you, remember, Big Bro Varen's there for you. As he opens up and then does a massive heart symbol with his ginormous, towering hands. Everyone is still shocked, and he literally just stares around the back of his shoulder. Everyone stands in attention, like in fear and shock.
Would
No.
you mind helping me down again?
Of course I will. As he helps you down. If there's anything else you actually need, get him to send me your way. What is your name, by the way?
I get called Nix, or just Gem.
Nix. Nice name.
Thank you. I quite like it.
Well, Nix, I do hope the rest of your time here ain't as traumatizing as it has been. And I will ensure that all the guards will not pester you again. Ain't that right, men? As immediately says to everyone, goes, yes, sir!
Thank you very much. I'll be on my way then.
Okay, as he seems to like try and like bend his body around you so you can just like walk out, and some of the guards just like to start to stare at you as you walk off and literally go back into attention. It's like, what are you standing here, men? Back to work! As everyone goes, yes, sir! They all stand attention. Nix walks out and sees you three talking, surrounded by guards, but are still a little bit shaken and in shock and awe. What do you all want to do?
So I can see Earthor now?
Yeah, Earthor is standing opposite you, about 15-20 feet away, and Blazor and Cray. Yeah, looking extremely confused. Cray and Blazor are like adjacent on the opposite sides of Earthor, looking in the same direction, a little bit with heads a little bit slanted, as confused as what the hell's happened, and sees you just walking out afterwards.
I just turn around again and do the come here moment with my hand towards Mr. Captain.
Is Commander Varen. Verane. Varen.
Shit notes.
Thank you. Commander Varen, would you mind coming here again?
Of course, little one. As you hear some stomping from the distance, quickly approaching Nix's rear, dum dum, as his stature and physical structure of his body seems to straighten up, as you see a towering humanoid, the same one that screamed and shouted and called you three idiots earlier, has walked out and is a little bit like cutie-eyed at Nix here. It's like, what did you need me for?
You see that one there, the half-orc?
Yes, that half orc.
Yeah. She's the one that falsely accused me.
Did she now?
Yes, she did. I just wanted you to know that. And then I leave.
I would turn to look at Nix and say, why do you think it was me?
Because they told me it was a half orc. Maybe one of the guards slipped of a tongue. Maybe not. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Are you
But
not
that's what
a
I
thief,
heard,
though?
and that's what I'm telling. And now I am leaving. Because I need to take a bath. And get some food. And get clean.
Okay.
But thank you, Commander. Thank you for your help.
That's quite alright, little one. And hopefully I'll see you little self soon. As he seems to, like, raise his hands and, like, do a little gentle, like, Queen's wave and waves you goodbye. And then sees all the guards looking at you. He's like, what are you all looking at? Nothing, sir. Back to work. He starts to walk over to you, Free. So, half orc. Is there something you would like to say? As he looks down onto you.
To you, no.
Okay. Tell me one good reason why I shouldn't look you up right now. For wasting my time.
How have I wasted your time?
You have falsely accused this kind little creature, as he's raising his hands towards this little gnome figure that seems to now disappear in the group of people heading towards the center.
I didn't accuse anyone. I warned your guards of something that may happen.
Right. So who did you report to?
Whoever was standing by the gate.
I have loads of men standing by the gate. Who is it? Who is this person? Only someone of high authority can issue out a warning or at least a notice of thieves.
Don't know their name. I just warned the guard when I came in the city.
Right. At this point in time, keep your noses clear. I don't want to hear any trouble coming from you lot. You all are free to go. And I will continue my investigation on this. As he now seems to steer and head south away from your direction. As he's now about to go forward and investigate what occurred yesterday. Nix, you are now off. If you're not staying with the group, I need you to deaf and unmute. So deaf and mute yourself. Blazel, Earthorcray, you three, after seeing Commander Varen wander off to the south, you three are standing there. What are you three doing?
I asked them, so you never actually tried to steal from me?
No, I didn't, no.
I kind of feel like I overreacted a little now then.
Ooh, somebody's learning. No, good.
I'm
Glad you do.
very sorry for accusing you of being a thief. And Cray, I'm happy I didn't kill you.
I will. I will. Thanks for not killing me. Yeah, I appreciate that.
As you may have recognized by now, I have quite a problem with dealing with my anger.
Yeah, I feel like I made a wrong move trying to play the practical joke on you.
Well,
See, if
now we know
my-
what not to do.
Yeah. Exactly.
So can we move past this silly mistake?
Of course we can. I have no issues.
Oh, now that you mention it, we saw. Yeah, wait, 1, 2. We still haven't seen one person.
Have you
Today.
seen them all, Must know.
I saw him briefly last night.
Where did you see it?
You know the inn we were in earlier?
Yeah.
He tried to sleep with me? And
Fair
I
enough.
refused and then went to bed. And I've not seen him since.
Well, I would say we should check a pub. Because as we all know, he's never not far from a pub.
I saw
agree.
him down by the church earlier in the day. Maybe there's something near there that he wants to visit or likes to visit.
Yeah, I reckon we should head there then.
Okay. As you three have now rejoined together and start to investigate where the Marcus is or where he has possibly gone. Is there anything you three would like to do on the way or do now before I go to the next pit?
Oh, are the guards, like the ones that escorted us, still nearby?
They are started to separate and go off to their to their separate quadrants. But you are able to flag one down just about if you want to do anything now.
Yeah. I want to go over to him and ask him. Oh, sorry. Where in this city is the best smithery, or just in general any smithery nearby? Are there any good ones?
There is actually. There's one place where the King's Guard always goes to hire for commissions and such. As he starts to flash some of the new stuff he got from them, it is called the Cause Forged.
Oh.
It is.
Do they make high quality?
Or
just.
He is very highly skilled in his art. It's hard to find anyone that outmatches his skill. As he says it in quite a lot of high praise for him.
Thank you so much.
Sounds
And
like a good
return.
place to go.
Okay. As he directs you, it is on the southern quadrant. It's the southern area of it's a bit out of the way. I would say it's about half an hour, 40 minutes walk from
Is
here.
it anywhere near where the church is that we were thinking about going to?
As he says, what church are you referring to?
Therefore?
It's a church and it had a symbol of a dragon's head in a silver circle, I believe.
That's the Temple of the Platinum Dragon. That is actually on the same path back, but you take a right instead of a left. As he's trying to give you precise directions, but it is halfway, because you're on the western side and the Cause Forged is on the southern side, and you went from the central side to the west. So if you're cutting through, there is like a clear route. If you want to go there, it's I would say it will be it takes you about 5 minutes out of your way to go to the temple, and then to rejoin to head back to the south.
I got none of that.
It's about halfway if you are making a direct route to the south from your western area where you are now.
So if we'll basically go past it on the way.
Yes.
But I recommend we go there and try and have a look for Marcus, and then either Craig can carry on, or we can, well, so what happens when we get there. We'll have a look around for him.
Okay. So, as you three are now en route to the Temple of the Platinum Dragon, I will need all three of you to mute and deafen yourselves, please.
Penis.
And I will need... I will need... I will need Jinxie to unmute herself. Sorry, I will need Nyx to unmute herself. Hello. Right, so, as you have now walked off, you actually did not find a place to accommodate yourself. So where would you like to go to freshen yourself up and grab a bite?
Is there like I think it's B&B, little place where I can, like a bathhouse. Is there any bathhouse or something like that in the city?
Yeah, there is a bathhouse. There is a few, not a lot, but there is a few scattered along the southern areas of the city. If you are just generally asking for directions, you do find a bathhouse, and they allow you in. Are you just there just to get yourself cleaned up and just?
Yep.
Okay, so, yeah, I would say in a space of a couple of hours in the southern area, yeah, you've got yourself freshened up. You got everything sorted. You had a bite to eat. 3 copper pieces out of your inventory. It's just a general meal. It's like it's around about lunchtime, so you didn't have a lot to eat. Telby's fine. Telby's freshened and managed to grab a couple of bugs on the way. Is there anything you would like to do?
Yeah,
afterwards?
I need to get my get my stuff back. Well, ingredients back. So I need to get somewhere and do that.
Okay. There is an area close, in the southern areas. There is shops around that you can easily replenish your stuff. So I would say in a couple hours you probably have able to. I would say it'll be about 2-3 o'clock that you finally find a good shop that will be able to resupply you with stuff.
Yep.
Is there anything else I should do beforehand? Would you like to do it, like, do anything else or rejoin or anything?
I have been thinking about changing out my my bow for hand crossbow instead of the short bow. Would that be possible?
If you are proficient in it, if you are actually able to do it, then yeah. Are you trying to find a place that sells them?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. I would say you are on course to find a place. Is that everything? before I continue on?
Yeah, I was just that was the last thing I was thinking about, and did I guess I walked away from everyone.
You did.
So
You did walk off in a little bit of anger and frustration, which it seems to be your norm at the moment due to certain circumstances that have occurred.
yeah,
So you are quite away from the group, as you are at the moment. You are aware that you may have left the party for now.
hmm.
Um,
I am gonna get I am gonna sell my short bow then and get a hand crossbow.
okay, so we will deal with that transaction when we get to it. But
Yep.
just wanted to catch up with you before we carry on. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And after that, I will try and find them again.
Okay.
Although I'm upset, I know most of them weren't to blame, but it pissed me off.
I bet, yeah. I bet it does. Right, so, I will need you to mute and undeafen yourself. Mute and deafen yourself, please.
Yep.
Okay, so. And we are now back with...
Hello.
No. We just need one more.
Good day. We laying for?
You two are unbearable. Okay,
Why?
just
What have I
saying.
done?
Just saying. Okay,
You're unbearable.
so Blazor, Cray, and Earthful, you have approached the Temple of the Platinum Dragon. It seems to be a little bit busy as it's in the middle of its midday commune. You hear a lot of sounds and bells going off inside it. There is a lot of creatures coming in and out, wearing white and glistening robes, being all holy and prestigious of themselves. What are you three doing?
Can I look to see what shops and stuff are around in this area?
So you're not bothered about Marcus then? You just want to have a look.
No, I am.
Or you say, oh, right.
It's just
You're looking for a shop that you
I
might
saw
be in.
Marcus when I come out of the temple. So
Oh,
I wanted
fair.
to see what buildings are around, and then we can go to the one he most likely would have come from.
True.
Okay, so around the shops you see a couple of see a little bookstore. You see a couple of specialist herbalist shops. There is one place which is called there is one place with a sign on it saying Madam Murgma's Knacks and Bolts. And it seems to be a typical wooden sign that is chained up and hanging with a little bit of wind catching on, and you hear the metal go ee. Ooh. It seems a quite heavily stocked building considering the size.
Something tells me we should go in that building.
Yeah, I don't know what tells me that, but yeah, I think we should have a look.
Okay.
Yep.
Probably a trap.
So as you three start to approach the door, you see you see you see the door, and as you open the door, and as you open, you notice a gnome girl that you have seemed to quickly notice is Nyx.
Yep.
Inside Madam Murgma's Knacks and Bolts, looking at the various assorted shorthand crossbows, bowls, and swords on this display on the left side of this heavily stocked shop, as you see the door open and the bell rings, as you see Earthfall, Blazer, and Cray just walk in. With a little bit of tense quietness between you lot. What do you guys do?
I ask the proprietor, what do you have of handbows that would suit my stature?
The proprietor isn't actually there. There is actually no one behind the kiosk at this moment.
Oh. Well, then I'll look around instead.
Okay.
See
As
if I can find something that suits my stature.
okay, right. So, Cray, Earthfall, Blazer, you walk in. You see Nick's just trying to look over the kiosk, trying to see if you can flag someone. There is currently no one there. What do you three want to do?
Can you tell me a little bit about the store?
All right. So this store is quite mid-size. There is a lot of displays of various different weapons on holsters, mounts. There is various weapons, swords, scimitars, bows, spears, and in this one corner there seems to be a fresh display. As you see, the wooden panels seem to be all freshly cut and carved. Seems to be holding various pistol-like weapons, various handguns, rifles, and all sorts. And I would say, Earthfall, roll a perception check for me, please.
14.
I would say with a 14, you see a bell on top of the kiosk desk. With a little sign above it that is written in common, for assistance, ring bell.
Can I smash it?
I pull out my sword and ready to attack. No, I walk up and ring the bell.
Okay, you
You
walk.
smash the bell with your sword.
Okay. As you walk up,
Smash the bell with your own bell. And
as Earthfall walks up and then rings the bell, a tall, part skinny, part muscular, half orc male peers his head over, as like, and his eye seems to widen a little bit as he sees you, Earthfall, and seems to be a little bit. He brings out a weird, not a weird face, but it brings out kind of a mired face to you, as he goes, "Ah, what would you find beautiful self would need assistance with?" As he seems to seems to lounge over and rests his very large elbow on the desk.
I worryingly put my hand on my sword and ask him where he's from.
That's new. I'm from the east of here.
What city were you born in?
What city are you born in?
I look at him intimidatingly and ask him again.
He looks like he seems to feel like this is some kind of game, and he retaliates with the same level of intimidation, but cockily, just like.
Can I not do
squint.
an intimidation roll from that?
No, because you're doing an intimidating action. You're not like screaming or shouting at him, unless you want to.
I'm trying to intimidate him.
Well, you can act
Give me the answer.
but okay. He seems to think it's more of a joke and more fun, as he seems to laugh it off and just like squints. And as you seem to be like in the kind of a staring contest, trying to get an answer out of each other, a very sharp but low voice comes from the back storage, like, "What's going on out there?" And as you hear metal seem to drop and clang as something seems to have toppled over. Oh, fucking damn it! As this halfling elderly woman with a walking stick, which seems way too small for this shop, seems to just comes out from the back of the storage door and goes, Bravin? What the fuck are you doing to the customer? As she seems to like stumble over with a little bit of a slanted face. It's like pokes his ribs, or actually pokes his groin with the stick and goes, oh! As he just like stops over. It's like, well, don't just stand there, you fool. Raise me up. As he raises this little halfling elderly woman over to the desk to meet up you. Sorry, dear. Don't pay attention to the help. He's useless. Go and clean up the backstage. Go and clean up back storage. Go on. Shoot.
Sorry. Mike, what was the orc's name again? Sorry.
Bravin. Brawven. Bravin.
Marvin.
I then look at the halfling and ask if she knows where the orc is from.
I don't give a shit where he's from. He's here now. I don't give a fuck what has happened to him. So, are you planning to buy something, or can I get... Or what do you want? As she stares at you in this kind of like crooked, not intimidating, but crooked, weird face. Like, well?
I don't know if you've seen a drunk.
There's loads of drunks here. Last day.
One that's not usually around here.
Well, no one's not usually around here. You're not usually from around here. Are you a drunk?
Give you that. Do I appear to be drunk?
I don't know. Do you appear to be a drunk? As it...
Asking, replying in rhetorical questions ain't gonna help the situation, but...
I look at her like, we're looking for a medium-length human male with a mustache and a small beard, and he most likely was extremely drunk. Did he come through here by any chance?
Yesterday afternoon.
As she's trying to like ponder to herself, like, no, I've had no drunks here yesterday. I've only had to put up with this asshole right here. And as his head just peers around the back storage and is like, shut the fuck up, you bitch. As he just pops his head back in, there's like, But anyway, welcome to Madame Murga's Knacks and Bolts. What would you like?
Hello, miss.
Yes, little one?
Do you have any type of crossbow that would fit my stature a little bit more than the one I have? I have a short bow. I'm not too happy with it.
Well, certainly, my dear. As she tries to look back and sees there's no one behind her, like, looks at you. Do you mind bringing me down? Says to Earthfall.
No.
Very well. Bear me for a second. Help! Help! Get your ass back here! As he walks over, is like in a gruntled stature, just like, don't just stand there. Bring me down. Picks her up, brings her back down, and she just like walks under this piece of fixed desk that seems to be a little latch that can be for normal sized people. She just walks underneath it as it doesn't phase her at all. And as she walks over to you in a little bit of a elderly posture, right, so you're after crossbow this way, as she points back to the same corner where just adjacent to it is the new firearms area. It's like, so you got these modified short style crossbows, short specified for halflings or gnomes. There is certain different ones with reinforced curvatures, triggers. There is even ones that are modified for precision or for heavier style bolts. Take what you will. If you like what you see, come and flag me down.
I'm gonna look around a little and see if I can find one that suits me.
Okay, so what you see, there is various different ones. Like, it goes from, like, big style, like, average normal style, and then you got heavy-duty reinforced ones, but then you got shorter style ones, which are more lighter and durable. And then you've got basic style, but there is some that seems to can be modified, can be customized to do whatever you need it to do. But obviously you need to find the right equipment, or you need to find the right people for. So as Nyx,
So,
yeah, continue.
I was thinking something that might poison arrows. Is that something I would have to customize for, or can I just dip the arrows in poison?
Yes, you can dip the arrows in poison, but stuff like that in combat sense, that will be, I would say that will be considered as a bonus action to do, to dip them in poison, but you'll need to find a place that actually sells the poison so you can dip it in.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I want one of the smaller ones that it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just a normal little crossbow.
Okay, right, a normal little size crossbow. Yeah. That will set you back one whole silver piece, as it seems to be modified for small people. There isn't as many materials required, so obviously it is lower the price.
Okay, and I'm gonna ask her. And can I also sell you my old short bow? Because I don't have a need for it anymore.
Well, as she like strokes her chin, as
I take it out so you can see.
As she strokes her chin, and she's like, "Well, we currently don't require any stock, as we have stocked up for the latest King's Conference that is happening. A lot of people from other kingdoms come to Zekros to do other various things. Sorry, I'm mixed voices here. Various different things. They mostly come as escorts to escort members of the Royal Crown to come in and discuss and debate various things, and obviously adventurers near and far come to these stores and empty the place out, so we have stocked up very much. But since you've been very nice and you are our first customer today, I would take that short bow off of you for maybe 3 full copper. That's probably the best I can do.
That's more than enough for me.
Okay, so 3 full, I would say 4 copper. She hands you 4 copper. You gave her 1 silver, so do that what you will in your coin pocket.
It was 1 silver.
And gain 4 copper.
There we go.
Okay.
And would that be normal crossbow?
Yeah, we'll put it as normal crossbow, but we'll just say for RP standpoint, you just got a smaller sized one.
Yeah.
Itty bitty
So,
crossbow.
a light one.
Okay. So as Nix is finishing off exchanging with this lady at the kiosk, you three are there. Is there anything you three like to do?
I want to look at the firearms.
Okay. All right. So pretty much the same.
I kind of guess you would.
As you see, there are various single shot pistols. There's a single shot rifles available. There doesn't seem to be a wide array. This just seems to be different size barrels and barrel lengths of these firearms. Is there anything you particularly want?
Are there any like long range looking weapons?
There is rifles. There isn't such thing as scopes in this day and age, in that time. So pretty much a long rifle is considered like long range. See, there is some long range rifles in there.
I want to go to the lady. I'm sorry. Do you do custom made weapons?
Unfortunately, we don't. I'm sorry. There's a place called the Cause Forged where I get a lot of my stuff from. If you ask them nicely, but they get busy quite quickly nowadays. People do like this guy's work.
Oh, well. Thanks for the info. Yeah, thanks for the info. I'll have to check in with them. Oh, do you sell any golden strings? Or silver?
Silver strings. Silver string. Help! As she signals to the half-orc male at the back. Do we have any more silver or gold string in the back? And he shouts out, "Why am I looking for string? There is so much shit back here. I don't give a shit. Look out!" Sorry, my dear. It's hard to get good help these days. You must understand.
Yeah, no worries.
It takes a couple minutes to try and find it. Comes back probably about at most 1 meter of silver string.
Do you have any, perhaps, also copper and gold ones?
As he just looks back to her and you, and he just goes, and he goes back and rummages through trying to find some more wire. He comes back empty-handed, and she goes, "You fucking useless." God, I'm sorry, my dear. I'm afraid that's all the string we have.
That would be enough for now. How much would it be?
Silver string, 1 meter. We'll just round it up to 2 silver pieces.
Of course. And I give it to them.
Okay, thank you.
Miss,
Yes?
do you know where I can get herbs and a brass bracer?
What do you think I am, a fucking tourist information box? There's plenty of places. There's just one down there, one up there. There's plenty everywhere.
Well, I've not been here before, and I've not gotten the best welcome, so I figured I would ask instead. Where are you from, anyway?
Me?
Yeah?
That's a good point, actually. How long have I been here? But now and she keeps doing this for about 5 minutes. She seems to like keep relaying talks inside her own head and doing physical. It's like, no, but I wish did I? And as she's doing this, Bravin walks out. It's like, if you ask a history question with her, her brain literally goes woohoo. If you wanted to know about her, I'm afraid she'll be like this for another 15-20 minutes.
Oh dear. I did not mean to do that. I apologize.
That's alright. That's what happens when she gets that certain age. And as he says that, something launches at his head, and it is the same walking stick that she was using. It's like, hey! I may be old, but I'm also wise, so shut the fuck up! And as he clenches the head, it's like, ow, that stick is hard.
I'm guessing there's not a problem with her hearing either.
Yeah, there is nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Anyway, what did you say?
Do you have any special daggers here?
Special daggers. Yes, I do. As she seems a little bit perked up, she escorts you over to the daggers, and there is seems to be a very special dagger. It's a basic design, but as you see the blade, there is black edging, intricate into the one side of it, little grooves, quite parallel to each other on one half, and then the other hand seems to be clean and like shiny, like sleen or slick looking kind of. It's like, this is a very special dagger. Not only is it shiny, but this dagger does have something special in it. Are you interested?
Yes, I am interested. Can I hold the dagger in my hand and see how it feels?
Make a persuasion check.
16.
She, little bit hesitantly, but she does let you hold the dagger. As soon as you hold it, it seems to just be a simple but kind of a little bit lightweight dagger. My dear, that is something that you will have to attune to. That dagger has some special properties.
How much is this dagger?
That, I'm afraid that's gonna put you back 5 gold pieces.
That's not a problem.
Okay. Well, I am really enjoying your patronage. As she seems
really enjoying being here. Seems to be kind of my place. Do you know where I can get this attuned to me? And I apologize, I do not think you're a tourist guide.
That is okay. As she tries to explain, basically on how to attune, you need to, like, I know this is kind of weird, you're gonna have to spend a whole night together in possession with it, and somehow it unlocks some kind of special property.
All right.
Okay, as
Thank you very much.
as you've exchanged the gold for the dagger, let's see, have it. Cray, have you made a decision?
Yeah, I decided that I need to go to the Course Forge.
Mm-hmm.
as they seem to be the best smiths around for my particular need.
Okay. All right. Blazel? Ethel,
Yes.
what are you two doing?
I want to find markers.
Yep.
Okay. So, Nix, is there anything else you'd like to buy?
I don't think they have any of the I don't think they have any of the other things I need for my spell. I was looking for stuff for my Find Familiar spell.
Okay. What is it that you specifically require?
Give me a second. Find Familiar. 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs must be consumed in a fire by a brass brazier. So I need a brass brazier, because I probably don't have one, and I need the ingredient.
Okay. I would say after you communicating with this lady, you get some of the components. You won't be able to get the herbs. You won't be able to get the charcoal. No, you would get the charcoal. You won't get the herbs here. I would say you went to another herbalist shop. I would say that would put you back another 5 silver.
Yep.
What was the final component in a brass brazier?
Yeah, it's like a brass cup.
A brass cup. She points to you towards the Heroes Forge, the Cause Forged, as they do commissions for metal forgery there. And as you overhear this, Cray,
Yeah.
as you're all still in the shop, you overhear the lady tell Nyx that where she needs to get one of her things is at the Cause Forged.
Oh, Nix, are you going to be going there?
Yeah. I need to get some metal work done.
Oh, can I tag along? Might as well look there. The more ground we cover, might as well look for markers on the way.
Yeah, sure. Not a problem.
Okay, so are you all staying together, or are you going to separate into groups?
Eartha, Blazer, will you accompany us, or will we try to look for markers in different places?
I'll just accompany you.
Well, I guess we're...
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Well, I guess we're sticking together.
Okay. So to the Cause Forged, there, as you can easily tell, there is a lot of business happening around this area. You notice that there is a little bit of a soot kind of faint smell coming from the wind from that direction, as you can easily tell that there is a forge area down there. As you can easily tell, that is the Cause Forge, even though there is a vast brass metal sign on the top, plastered right on the side of the wall that says Cause Forged. You're immediately, as you approach it, you are immediately welcomed by a large metal humanoid that seems to not say anything, but looks at you, and this is like a 10, possibly 12 foot tall mechanical humanoid as it stares at you all.
Is that a warforge?
Boy, you're tall.
As it looks out and it raises it, as it starts to raise its hand and reaches down for you, a very deep but assertive voice comes out. Nickel, don't scare our new customers. Welcome to the Cause Forge. How can I help? As he approaches, you've got this a typical dwarven structure with very long reddish hair that reach, and including its entangling beard, braised all the way down to just below its chest, with a very used apron over him, with a set of tools in one of the pockets, with gloves or oven-proof mitts as such, approaches you. How can I help?
Cray, do you want to go first, or do you mind if I?
You can go first. I'll wait.
I am looking for a brass brazier.
A brass brazier. Any specific style?
Not really. It's for a spell on my.
Okay. As he shouts out, "Dime! Dime!" As this a bit smaller mechanical humanoid just peers out through these stacks of pieces of scrap metal, as it peers over with a piece just like dangling off its mechanical square-like head, peers over and looks at this dwarf. The dwarf responds, "Find a brass cup." A brass cup? As it tilts its head, "A brass cup. A bowl. Brass bowl?" Ugh. As he puts this out, "Excuse me." As he goes over with a small little hammer, trying to sort out where where Dime is trying to look for this brass brazier. You see the very tall Nickel just seems to keep staring at all of you in this kind of like hollow but very stern mechanical face.
You're big and you're shiny. I go over and I tap carefully on his leg.
As it looks at you, and its eyes seem to like close once, like mechanical shutters, and it's just like then reaches down as it puts its hand above your head, as it easily towers you, like you've just recently had this experience before. Just seems to just like rub your head one side to another, like it's picturing it petting, but you feel your skin getting cut, your scalp being pulled side by side. It's kind of a bit uncomfortable, but kind of sweet at the same time.
You're nice, but that hurts. You mess up my hair.
As he finishes and brings it up, it seems a little bit of static electricity has formed, and your hair seems to have like spiked up a little bit.
God damn it, I just fixed that.
As you now start to straighten your hair, the dwarven chap comes over and is like, "Right, sorry about that. I just had to sort out that little shit. Here you go." And he presents you a brass brazier. That's 5 silver.
That's not a problem.
Okay. Right, so exchange your coins. Is there anything else you need?
Not unless you got any spare charcoal.
Charcoal? Yeah. He just gives it to you. It's like, this is a forgery. There's always spare bits of charcoal. If you just want a handful, I can just give it to you if you want.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Oh, certainly. As he just reaches over, he just grabs like a dirty like little soot bag, and he just like fills it up with pieces of charcoal and then just hands it to you. It's like, "Here you go, free of charge."
Thank you so much.
So, is there anything else you like?
I am done, but I think my friend here might need some things.
Yeah, I wondered if you can make me a very interesting instrument that I need. Do you make custom-made weaponry?
I do. If you require specific materials, I'm afraid you have to provide them yourself. But if it's just a special design for a basic weapon, I can normally get one done in a couple of days. But I am getting requests for special commissions, so it's gonna probably take about 5 to 6 days unless you pay for it to be sped up. It depends on how intricate you want the thing to be.
Of course. May I first share what I require?
Send me a DM.
Okay.
Send me a DM because we'll just say for RP perspective, he hands me the plans for the idea.
Yeah, I hand him the plan of that.
As he looks at this square shaped parchment that has an intricate design. What is the purpose of this device?
Well, I don't know. Well, basic premise. It's a weapon, but with a twist. And I came up with this design myself, and I really would like to see how it works. There are some specifics, if that's not hard for you, I hope. People say you're a mastersmith, so I'm sure there's not going to be any problems for you. What kind of, generally, do you have at least like a somewhat good supply of different materials?
If it's anything magically related, I'm afraid I don't. But you can inquest with Felix's, which is on the east side of the city.
Okay, maybe I'll go there sometime. My main request is the main body should be constructed out of aluminum. And
okay,
if you have aluminum, then the best would be aluminum alloy, 9 parts aluminum and 1 part copper. And also I require strings as for a violin made out of brass and silver.
Well, as he puts his hand across his very large, luxurious red beard, as he strokes through like he's going through massive loads of fur, is like this design will take a bit of time, and it will not be cheap.
That's not a problem.
I would say this design alone, without the strings, what's this material?
Aluminium.
Is that is where does that reside?
I was sure you have massive supplies of it here.
Of aluminium?
I know that there are mines nearby. I think you might know this all under a name of bauxite.
Oh, bauxite! Yes, bauxite. I'm afraid I'm fresh out of bauxite. Unfortunately.
How long will it take to restock?
I've actually requested for a new shipment. They just left yesterday, I believe, and I did make sure there was plenty of guards to protect this carriage. It will take a couple days to get to the mines and then to gather the materials and bring it back. I would say it takes about good 5 to 6 days.
That seems reasonable. How much in total will this take?
Well, if I would say for the as he tries to like draft out the pattern on his large parchment to try and get a rough scale to drawing ratio, I would say the intricate style, the labor, and I would say in in 2 weeks I can get it done. It will be, I would say, between 35 and 40 gold.
Oh, that's not a problem.
I would say we'll put it at 40 gold, but I will need half up front to secure your queue in the requests, and I'll get to yours as soon as I can.
Of course. I rummage through my pouch and I give him 20 gold.
Okay. Alright, I will get you queued in. It will, as I said, it will take 2 weeks. Come back, I always say come back in 2 weeks, and it should be done, or if not, nearly done.
Thank you so much. Gold.
Okay, so as
He asked if he's seen Marcus.
Of course. By any chance, have you seen a human with dark hair and a mustache that was absolutely drunk? Company. Yeah.
Fortunately, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, no. As he looks a bit confused, as I'm sorry, there's plenty of people that come in and go, but I have not seen any drunk people.
Oh, question.
Is this a DM question or the character question?
DM.
Far
The
away.
jug we found, was that metal or something else? I still have that in my inventory.
Oh yes, you have not
What
got
it
that.
is.
You have not got it assessed yet.
Nope.
No, you're still carrying your bits from the first place you went to.
Yes, I do.
That is interesting. Why have I got a marker for that when I don't need that, you dumb fuck? Wrong book. I think it's just a basic pot, I think, according to the product description. Well, fine. But we will find out, ladies and gentlemen. We're on a short little interim. But as I'm doing this, Blazer and Earthfall, is there anything you would like to do? Apart, obviously look for markers, but is there anything else you two would like to do whilst I'm discovering this?
No, I'll come back after we found Marcus. I feel bad that he's sitting out doing nothing.
Yeah, I just will find him. To be fair.
Okay, all right. I'll keep it in the back of my mind.
I do want stuff, but I'd prefer to find Marcus first.
Okay. Right. So. It's ceramic.
Okay.
The jug's ceramic. Okay, so. Right, so back to where we are. So you've now questioned the dwarf, and you have one of you have left a commission to be done. So it's got 2 weeks, and you've already paid half up front to secure your position for the commission to be done. I would say with all this time you've done the shopping and that, it's actually approaching 3 to 4 in the afternoon.
Oh, I have an idea how we might have a better chance to find him.
Are you able to message him?
Yeah. I want to message Marcus.
Okay.
Tell him to come to the forge.
Okay. Hold on. This is gonna be very interesting on how this works. This is gonna be very interesting. Fuck off. No, not you. No, Discord's pissing about at the moment. It's like popping like 20 notifications at once.
Discord is like, do you want to talk about Lord and Savior Barbara?
Okay, right. What would you like to say?
Are you alive? Because we can't find you. We're at Course Forge. We're gonna be waiting for you.
Alright, you stand there. 1 minute passes. 2 minute passes. 5 minutes pass. No response.
He's dead.
Well, through my amazing skill of deduction and him not answering, I conclude that he's dead in a ditch. So I guess we can go on without him.
Or he might be passed out.
That is also true.
Now, I should have asked that commander about him. He would probably help.
I can try and message him, but I doubt that he will listen to me.
You can cast sending on people that you have met once before, so you have actually established communication. So sending message will happen, but you will be a little bit confused. This is the DM perspective.
No, I'm here, the voice in your head. All your gold.
Do you want to cast sending?
Yeah.
Okay, right. What do you want to say?
Bonjour, Commandant. We've met before, and I just wanted to ask if you've met a human with dark hair, and
Marcus.
he was drunk, and his name is Marcus.
Alright, only some of that message came through because you only have 25 character maximum.
So it without the word Marcus.
Yeah, pretty much. Shortly, very quickly, a response is, "Who the fuck are you?" No, I have not heard of this random person. My men were looking for him, but they have not heard or seen anything about this person. Bye.
I message him back. Thanks for the info. Have a nice day.
Say bye from me.
Oh, and the gnomish friend Nix says hi.
Tell him Marcus's name.
His quick response is, "Okay, now fuck off. But tell Nixie I love her little face." in a little bit of a lighter tone.
I turn to Nix and like, he says he loves you.
What?
Well, that's what he said. He said he loves your little face, so...
Okay.
Did we establish if there was a pub in the area?
Yeah, you've gone past quite a few. I would have said that with your basic knowledge of how Marcus behaves, you went to you would have checked all the pubs and taverns, and they've gone, nope, sorry, nah, get out. The basic array of no.
Cool.
You even went up to this one person that was extremely drunk, and it was like 3 in the afternoon. He's like slanted with a half cask in those like complete one side covered in vomit. You were just wondering if he's bumped into. He's like, oh yeah, I met him. He fucked my wife, and he says that as he passes out, goes, oh.
I guess we should check the brothels next.
I agree.
Okay. Right.
Out of curiosity, can I message somebody instead of a word, just a sound? Does me screaming count as a word?
I need to check the specifics of the sending, because
Surely it would be though, because
I want to say yes. I want to say yes, but in case it says I've got to try and.
But does it perceive the words and not the emotion, or does it? Is it Marcus's voice inside their head?
The message is false.
Text to speech. He has like a text to speech just saying ah.
Is that what it is it?
Yeah, it is. It's pretty much like a telephone in your head, but it's one way.
Yeah, so yeah, you can basically talk to them.
Spells are in the player's handbook, not in the Dungeon Master Guide, you fucking idiot. Sending S E S H S. No, 1 2 5. Sending. You send a short message or tonight list to a creature. The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you, and can answer in a like manner. The spell enables creatures with intelligence scores of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your message. But if a target is on a different plane, 5%.
Shit. Marcus's intelligence is below 1, isn't it?
Ouch. I would say voice, visions, roller cool. Yes, I will allow it. Yes, a sending of 1 sound, not Morse code. Not do like a 20-page essay on Morse code. We won't allow that shit.
I wanna send him a sound, a very loud dial-up sound, like that kind.
Oh, as in like the beginning of the old Internet Explorer dial-up terms, like. Yeah, I get what you mean.
You are gonna kill him.
Okay. As far.
Brown noise, so he shits himself.
Oh, that was a brilliant series.
Much more fun.
Okay. As you.
Michael, can I say that I slipped? You know the. Are we? No, we're not at the forge anymore, are we?
No, you're currently like.
Still there.
Well, you're technically like now walking out. But
Can
yeah.
I just give him? Can I give him a bit of paper of what I want, and I'll just send you a list of what I want after, so we can skip it and move on, so we can find Marcus quicker.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I will.
As well. I don't think there's anything much I want, to be fair, but
If it's custom work, if it's general work, you have to go back to the original shop that had the stuff. Just saying. Well,
Yeah, I'll just say
I
what
want him to make me something, and we'll just say I slid him a note, and if he can't make it, the next time we show up there, he'll tell me then that it's a no or whatever.
gotcha. Okay, just send it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as you are now, I would say, Cray, the message, as far as you know, has gone through. No response.
Oh god.
To the brothel.
Oh, which one?
More than one brothel in this town.
Does anyone know what his sexual preference is?
anything else?
My sexual preferences. I haven't asked him yet.
Okay. I would say.
What do you think Marcus would be into?
Beast.
Oh, that makes sense. To the furry hotel.
Okay, for the purposes.
Just open the door, he's yeefing a
For
hole.
the this has gone 18 plus so fucking quick. Okay, alright, for the purposes of the RP in the story, as you begin to start investigating and asking people where the local brothels are, you bump into this person that seems to be extremely, I would say, hollow and empty inside, very skinny, like he's barely struggling, and he seems to be walking in the middle of this large pathway, of this large walkway, and people seem to be avoiding him and going around him, and he's like in shattered drags, like he's barely got no hair, and his eyes are heavily white and pale and skinny, lifeless, and it seems to keep continuously just like stumping through the approaching shadow coming from the daunting horizon.
What in the world happened there?
Something. He looks absolutely broken. Maybe he knows where Marcus is? But I'm not going to be asking him.
I stand back a little and then I ask him, "Hey, what's up with you? Have you seen my companion?"
This humanoid seems to be unfazed and continue walking in a straight line, walking straight through you four.
Huh.
I shout at him, "Did you not hear the
Let
lady?"
that happen?
Continue to be unfazed.
Perhaps he's deaf.
Fucking rude.
Push him over.
Can I ask some of the other people around why they avoid him? If there's any particular reason?
Can't you see he looks weird? I don't want to be
Marcus.
touching that.
Or can anyone detect magic on him?
I can.
I might have magic detection.
It's a spell, isn't it? Detect magic,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
No, I
It
don't
is.
think I do have one actually.
Do you have it, Cray?
Yeah, I do.
I think you should use it on that man.
Alright. I cast Detect Magic.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic. I will need you to roll an... I would say this will be an... I will need an investigation check.
Wait. 13.
I would say with a 13, you detect very faint traces of magic. Like, it's not in its as you've used the spell before, you notice that the origin of the magic is in the center mass of the vessel, but all the magic seem to be extremely faint and extremely, like, it's like a twinling flame, and it seems to be close to puffering out.
If I want to look around and see everybody else, like how does their aura look?
With magical sense, you notice that that others like carry like, there is some adventurers walking past you, so they're carrying some form of magical items. Everything else seems to be same, but when you start to compare his overall image compared to everybody else, his entire essence seems to be nearly grayscaled, and seems to be like a faint, like, white mist is instead of this large structure, of this entire structure of this humanoid, as it seems to continue walking uninterrupted, frail.
I turn to the group. His magic, it's his mana, it's almost non-existent.
I know how we can find out if it's Marcus. Has anyone got alcohol?
No. I do not think I have that. I'll take a look.
No.
He's the only one that has alcohol. Shit. Then I don't know how we can find out if it's Marcus.
Wait.
Please tell me you bought some.
Didn't I buy 2?
So I thought everyone but me bought alcohol. It was just Marcus buying it all.
Yeah.
I remember I bought some, but I'm not sure if
I believe you.
someone might have taken it.
I believe you bought some at the same time as Marcus did on his first purchase spree, and
Yeah.
I believe you did consume it as well at the same time.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it! I thought I bought an extra.
I have an idea. I take my pocket, I rummage through it, take one of the hollow pebbles, trademark, and I use magical tinkering on it, and change it from hollow pebble to. No, that's not a good name. Oh, now odor pebble, trademark, and I want to make it emit a smell of
Salt.
yeah, like
Smell of
strong
salt.
alcohol.
That
Oh,
thing that he got. The rum.
Jaffa cake rum.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So you conjure your you use your ability to change this hollow pebble trademark to odor pebble trademark, and bring you create a weird orangey tangy but intense rum smell coming off this pebble. I'm assuming you're just now wafting in front of it to see if it draws its attention.
Yeah.
No response.
Shit.
At this point, it is now right up against you. As it now is trying to walk through you. Are you letting it pass?
No.
As it brushes up against you, you hear a faint sound. Actually, who allows it to go up and touch? Like, approach its body too?
I'll stand with my shield in front of it, and it's walking into my shield.
Okay, so as it does, it seems to like stop, but then continues on, trying to get past. But then, Earthful, you hear a as it seems to be struggling to breathe.
seriously wrong here.
Can I cast Cure Wounds onto him or it and see if anything happens?
Yep.
Oh, before you do that, can I try and use my medicine to understand what's wrong with him?
Are you happy for Cray to do that?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
He's not going anywhere. Just walking into the shield, so.
Roll a medicine check, please.
16.
All right. I would say with a comfortable 16, you notice that underneath his shagged robes, there is lash marks. There is deep scarring, repeated signs of abrasions, cuts, scars. There is deep, dark bags under his eyes, his shallow breathing. Something has happened to this humanoid, and he looks like this creature has escaped with only a smidge of his life left.
Okay, I now cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. Right. How
do you
much?
need to do the effect roll?
Yeah. Well, cure wounds. Yeah, just do the effect roll. Yeah, because you have to.
9.
Okay, so as you with one shield and then with another, you just touch one of its arms. It seems to settle down a little bit, and it seems to breathe in more air. As in doing so, it then feels a little bit of ease, and then passes out. Is anyone going to catch it?
Yeah, I'll catch it.
Okay, as you then catch Blazel, this very weakened person, you notice this person is extremely beaten up and extremely light.
Can we like recognize if it's Marcus or not?
Roll an investigation check.
Can we all do it and work together? 'Cause we all
17.
obviously...
17, that's fine. No, it's not Marcus.
Oh, then fuck this dude.
I'll just drop him on the floor. Just let go of him.
Is that what you actually want to do?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, I was going to let you do it.
It's a bit out of order, but yeah, go on then.
Okay, you drop the body. It just, there's a little bit of dust just spurts up, but nothing happens. He's still unconscious.
I also leave him my rations.
Leave him your rations.
Yeah, 1 day's worth.
Okay, as you do, someone from a distance.
Stale crossbow.
As you do, a sound comes from the distance through this crowd of people that seem to gathered around you when you see you perform these acts of kindness, and then not kindness. It's like, oh no, not another one. As this woman in full length dress attire with a satchel full of little jars and medicines come over and is like, oh, you poor dear. Did you do this? As she looks up to all of you as she's crouched down towards this person on the floor.
What if she needs help with him? Yeah.
Did you leave him like this?
No, we helped him.
We found him like this.
Oh no, not another one. As she puts her hand over, her hand seems to glow, like a light yellowish glow over the body as the breathing seems to get a bit more easier, and as it seems to starts to regain color to the skin. It's like, oh no.
What's going on? Do you know anything about this?
As she looks all worried and in fear for this person, looks over to you. I don't know what's happening. It's only happened so recently. They're all just...
So this isn't the first time?
No, it's been going on for at least a couple of weeks. We can talk more back at my back at my hospital. If you are you able to help? Bring him to my hospital.
If
I'm
Marcus
not
is
very
there.
big, but I certainly help if I can.
Won't take him if he's there.
I pick up one of his feet.
Okay.
I start to try and push him.
Okay. All right. I would say you able to start pushing, but she starts like holding him by the shoulder. She struggles because she is not a very strong woman. This strong, full elvish woman starts picking him up by the shoulders and walks between you two, between you three, seeing Nick's assisting by just pushing the feet. Like, I'm assisting.
I say fuck it and just pick him up and lift him on my shoulder.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. This way, and she quickly escorts you over to this kind of like little nurses' hospital, little nurses' station. She refers it to her as a hospital. She quickly opens the doors to you all. So please, that bed over there. As you see, there is a couple of like little wards, little cubicles already with curtains drawn over. There's one open with just a basic white sheeted bed. Do you put them?
Yeah, I put him down and then stand up and sort of like cringe at the thought of someone touching me.
As you go like, ew, 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 ew. She continues to like administer some kind of like magical touch on this person.
Should hit him with a tombstone pile driver.
Roll for damage. I'm joking. As she responds back, it's like, thank you so much. You possibly have just now helped save a man's life today.
I turn and then ask if she's taken in a human with the description of Marcus.
Any form of description like that, I'm afraid that looks like there's a lot of these people here.
Can we take a look and see if we recognize?
I would have said, I'll probably say whilst they were communicating, you quickly just checked through the little gaps in between each of the curtains, and you notice there's a couple of women, there's a couple of men, very skinny, various different stages, like some of their colour starts to come back, some as bad as the person you have stumbled upon. Another one seems to be like nearly recovered, like nearly the full color. It's still very skinny, but from the description, nothing relates to Marcus.
So Marcus isn't in this building?
Nope.
No. I turn and say to the lady, I'm very sorry. We need to find our friend. But we may offer a hand once we found him.
If you're looking, how long has your friend been missing?
At least a day.
One night. He went missing last night, maybe this morning.
Tell me, did he bump into a random person? Perhaps a small lady or something?
We don't know.
Oh, if all these people say they bumped into someone and then suddenly over the next night they just suddenly black out, then a few days later they come back like this. We don't know what's happening, but all we can tell is that their life forces have all been drained and mutilated and tortured. Someone or something is doing this.
When they tell you that they saw the lady, are they all in like a relative location?
Like near tavern or?
This back alleyway.
They've all seemed to be found between the west and southern area.
Can you just tell me where my friend is, please?
I'm afraid I don't know. I'm trying to help these people. And she seems to be extremely flustered. It's like she wants to help, but something's causing this and she doesn't know why. And you start seeing other medical help people start to like peer over, and seeing there's another one start to come in with instruments and tools to see if they can try and help this creature. One person though comes up to the back of you and is like, I think I know what happened to your friend. And you got this one that is holding like a crutch. Like, it is still struggling to try and walk, but is like in a better state than the person you've bumped into.
What do you know?
I can remember getting wet.
Giggity.
I can remember getting hot. I can remember screams and this weird voice. And then I felt like my entire existence was being ripped out of me and torn to shreds and pieces. And it was all after I bumped into this weird girl. She seemed so nice, and then I don't know what happened afterwards.
Where did you meet this girl?
Near the gate, near the southern gates. She bumps into random strangers all the time. But no one knows who this woman is.
Do you have a description of this female?
Average height, possibly 5'5". Brownish hair, human. Just average colored dress, holding a small basket. She seems so nice. She says sorry, and it's like, don't worry about it. And then I continue off.
I guess we're looking for this woman then.
Yeah.
Who's 5'5".
5 by 5 foot. Come on, 5.5.
The way you said it would be that.
Brown hair, human girl. Do you know approximately an age? Does she look old? Does she look young?
Early to mid 20s. I would guess. And one of the nurses overhears this and is like, "Oh, come on now, you need to rest." And it's like, "I'm sorry that you can't. I'm sorry that your friend's not here. But you might find some help. You might be able to find some help somewhere else. I'm sorry." As this face of exhaustion and tiredness just wants to just try and help these people, continues on with a patient in tow. What would you all like to do?
Suggest that we go to the southern gate.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Basil.
Okay. Right, so as you go to the southern gate...
Agree.
Oh, sorry, Cray?
So I was a bit late there. That was me. I said I agree. I think we should go southern gate.
Cray, are you happy with this?
Muted.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So as you all now head towards the Seven Gates, you are actually suddenly stopped. As soon as you leave the hospital, and then a person comes over with various different sets of spectacles and a massive notepad and a heavily an oversized backpack carrying various different stuff. Excuse me, did I just hear correctly? You found this guy over by the western side?
Yes.
Interesting. Tell me, did he look like he was about to die?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yep.
I saved him.
I helped.
I catched him and then let him go.
Okay,
Nick
interesting.
carried him.
I
Interesting.
examined him for medical problems.
What did you find? As he starts to peer into you, flipping a different set of lenses, staring right at your eyes. What did you find?
May you first tell us who you are?
Of course. I'm sorry.
Booby.
I am Hensoir Pensabing. I'm an investigator.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Hence why what?
Hensoir Penstilbar.
Penstilbar?
Pen, Penstilbar. Penstilbar.
Crystal bar.
What a name.
That is, isn't it?
Shut the
That's a
fuck
lot.
up. Anyway.
I know a lot of pencil bars.
I like the name. I wasn't joking.
Alright, so, as is and what is your names? If we were want to know names, or do we want to sort out a potential crisis here?
Oh, names then.
Son.
The only crisis here is your eyes. Whee!
That is beyond the subject. As he starts to now frail between each of your different heights and eyesights. It's like, come on, tell me, what did you find?
Well, if you so insist, the weird guy that we found so far, examining him, we determined his magic was basically at 0. His aura looked like white mist, and he had lash marks, scarrings, abrasions on him, and eye bags. So, and he was extremely, well, from the looks of it, malnourished.
Oh no. You've just now confirmed my theory. Thank you ever so much, and he starts running off in a different direction.
Can I shoot him with my crossbow? No, joking.
You don't need to worry. Craig can always message him if we need him.
Yeah.
He quickly just as he hears Nick's, he quickly pops back. Oh, I'm sorry. Come, quickly, come.
I can't come that fast.
Oh,
That's what she said.
He starts pointing in a direction. This way.
I'm guessing.
Oh, so we follow him.
I'm just following along then.
As he seems to, like, even though his heavily large rucksack that he's carrying, practically nearly dragging, with his hasted movements, he drags you over to he takes you over to a store which is called where it seems to be that oh shit, I've not actually what the fuck. Don't worry. He's taking you to a shop which is actually a bookstore of such. It says closed, but he seems to quickly open it and enter in. He's like, quickly, come inside, quick.
You keep your pants on. Don't drag me.
We need to find a solution. Come on.
They come in.
Right, as soon as all of you are in,
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't seem to have a choice in the matter.
Ethel,
Yeah.
are you inside the store?
Yeah.
Okay, as I didn't hear you. Sorry. As
You're right.
as he quickly just closes the door, pulls down the shutter, twists the key, and then actually whisks his hand, and then suddenly a massive some kind of spell or enchantment's just activated on the door. Right, so no one can hear us. And then he just quickly just like rummages through large stacks of parchments, books, and then picks out this one old dusty one and then blows dust off and trying to like this is the one, and opens this large totem which looks a very blood red, devilish looking.
Great and grimoire.
As soon as opening this book, all of your hairs, everybody's hairs on their skin start to raise up. Like, this book is very unnerving. As he opens it and then scrolls through the pages. Souls, nice to... Got you now!
It's a succubus.
How did you know?
It's obvious.
Their mana is gone.
Sorry, my brain's a bit slow. I've been given a lot of information about what's happening, and all of a sudden it just came to me.
Oh, let's go.
I believe we are looking for a young lady in a dress. That's about 555.
555.
Five.
555.
My favourite bit about the episode so far.
20s.
Yeah, 555.
Shut the fuck up.
That's how you describe heights now. 555.
5'5". One word and they flip him holds on you for the rest of your fucking life.
Yes, it does.
Okay, right.
555. Can that be our passwords from now on?
Nope.
Yeah, group name 555.
Yeah, 555.
That sounds like the description of a typical succubus disguise.
But 555.
A woman.
Ah,
Early
That's 555.
Think we should bait one of us. Set a trap for it.
I don't think that'll be that easy. Succubuses are succubi are often
succubus.
are quite intelligent creatures. It's going to be hard to try and trap one.
I think we can do it.
Oh no, there must be a sequence, because they all meet this one woman and then suddenly this is...
Do I know anything about this from?
You need to roll a history check with disadvantage because this is not your area as such.
What about me?
That's,
I know shit.
20.
Oh,
You rolled you rolled 17 and the disadvantage is 17 plus a 4. Fucking rogues, man. Right, I would say you have come across it as a devilish fiend that likes to use lust and torture as their forms of entertainment and nourishment. What? Yes, Cray. Sorry.
oh, kinky.
Pretty much.
I am ready to be the bait. If that will help us get the succubus, I say it's worth it.
How long has your friend been gone?
A night.
Just less than a day.
So there may still be a chance.
Chance of what? He's still alive?
Might be alive.
Well, if your friend's missing and he has not been found, then obviously the succubus has got him.
These attacks, are they mainly on men or both females and men?
I believe it's not gender bias. It just chooses a willing victim.
Then we should cycle.
Very 2021 of them.
Everyone go to the southern gate for an hour and see if any of us get spoken to.
No, I can do
I would advise it is now 6 or 7.
Remember curfew, boys and lady.
That's true. When are the attacks usually carried out?
Well, from and as he goes through all of his notes, is like it averages between 3 to 4 days, from when they go missing to then when they reappear, looking like they're nearly drained of life. It's so there may still be a chance, but the longer you wait, the more chance. I don't know. You could be dead now. We just don't know.
We need to get that succubus. The faster we can, the faster we'll be able to find Marcus.
So,
He might be in grave danger.
as Marcus has only been there for less than a day, there's no chance of us finding the succubus outside of its lair, wherever that may be.
Maybe it stockpiles victims.
I don't think that's how they do. I don't think that's how they feed.
It's too messy to do more than one at a time.
Yeah.
That's why. What do you know about it?
Well, I only had pieces of random bits of information, and thanks to your vital piece, I was able to piece it together. As far as I know, the attacks seem random-ish, but they don't seem like attacks. It's like they go missing a whole like half a day later. It's like there must be a way that removes the attention from them after they've encountered each other during the day. And he's all looking confused, thinking, what have they done to keep themselves unattended?
So, in most cases, does the succubus bump into someone, and then half a day later, that's when they disappear?
It seems like it, according to the various information.
Is there anything that links all the victims? Anything that all of them have in common?
They all don't live here.
So they're all new people in town.
Correct. They all seem to come through one of the main gates, and then a night or two later they go missing. Then a few days later they reappear. As he's trying to stumble as to what they're trying to use of some sort to... This is interesting. Very, very interesting. As he's pondering over the various bits of information to make sure nothing's missing.
How... When's the next possible attack?
Not for possibly another 2 days. Then
So,
by then your friend, if he did get captured by the succubus, it'd probably be too late.
Is there anything we can do to get its attention?
Well, it doesn't stay above ground. The succubus will need seclusion and a place away from attention to do what they need to do to perform their actions.
To the Batcave.
And you're really putting me off character here. As trying to say that they prefer dark dwellings as such.
Oh, there's sewers in this town.
And as soon as you say that, his head and eyes raise. It's like, holy shit. And as he peers his eyes up, everyone good? Do we need to take a break or should we continue?
I'm good.
I just want to find Marcus, man.
Same.
Okay. As he goes up and he's like, then quickly rummages through a different section of books and parchments, and then he brings out this large form of a map, and then he pulls it out and is like, the underground sewer system, of course! There are tunnels and tunnels of places where this thing could hide. But there are so many.
I wanna take out one of the hollow pebbles and replace the image on it with the map.
Okay.
That he just pulled out.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you're able to get a full 3D print image. Well, a full holographic image of this large map, and gives you the intricate walkways and passageways of the sewer system, where the main tunnels and the sub-tunnels connect, dissect, and the main entrances are.
Is there one by the southern gate?
Roll an investigation check.
Six.
You want me to try?
I would say there is a lot of stuff on that map. Yeah, go on then.
28 or something.
15.
15. I would say there is access points in and around the southern quadrant.
Should we just dive headfirst into the sewers?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Fine.
Well,
We ain't got nothing to lose, have we?
they did say that we wouldn't get any trouble from the guards.
Yeah, but it's so nasty down there. Oh, God, my clothes will be so fine. It's alright.
Craig, can you send, what was his name? The commander, a message in Nix's name to tell him to send troops to the sewers?
If nobody minds, of course.
I
Nick, can you
I
pull
would
that?
advise, just before, this is the DM intervening on this, I would advise this is your third level spell you're using.
Oh, that's true.
Cheers.
I will advise, if you're about to now go into an area of unknown with your magic
Oh,
caster
yeah.
be fucked, I'm just saying that as a DM perspective. But if you want to continue, I will keep going.
Will the troops be able to actually help us? Or...
Else I can use. I haven't used a single of my
We'll just
first levels.
we'll just pass a message through one of the guards we see on the way.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
It may be delayed, but then we don't have to use a spell.
Yes.
Do you have some parchments and quill for me? Mr. Bookman, sir.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to your friends there. Yes. Yeah, he seems to quickly just grab a little blob of ink and then a quill and parchment. And it's like, here you go.
Thank you. I write a note to Commander. Me and my name's Varen, and ask him if we could get some help with locating our missing friend, who is we are suspecting is in the sewers. And I would really
Nix.
appreciate the help.
If you tell him that you're the one in danger, he might respond faster.
Oh, tell him that we're going up against a strong enemy that have been possibly terrorizing a lot of people near the southern gate. That might get him to action.
I take
Basically
out
doing
another
his
piece
job
of
for him.
parchment, and I write this instead. Are we all on the same page here now?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I say I would greatly appreciate your help, fast as possible.
Okay.
And then I, of course, sign with my name.
Okay. Alright, so there's currently no guards around in the neighboring facility. It is getting close to curfew. So I would say by the time you've started looking, it will get close to curfew. So how would you like to send the message?
Is there any guards around at all?
That area didn't
Should be at least one, shouldn't there?
Yeah, there should be one near the gate, shouldn't there?
Yeah, you
There
got
should be
taken.
patrolling around anyway.
Yeah, I would say you have bumped into a small little patrol group of two guards. They take this note with a little bit of confusion. It's like, what am I supposed to do with this?
You give it to your commander.
They've
Fast.
Commander Aaron.
Be like, suck it, bro.
Varen.
I'm not a messenger boy. If you
Well,
want to get
you are
delivered.
now.
And what makes you think I would do that?
Me.
I tell the guard if your commander finds out that you disobeyed Nix, you'd be in serious trouble.
Our commander?
Yes, your commander.
The big, very big, tall guy
Yes,
that...
the very big. Yes, him.
Commander Varen, was it?
Yep.
Yes.
Varen or Viren. He seems
Roll a
something-
persuasion check with disadvantage.
What, me?
I would say Nix, because Nix is the main messenger sender on this.
That's a 4. Persuasion isn't her thing.
I would say
Intimidation, on the other hand, is.
he'll be like, okay, alright, okay. He will put the parchment in one of his belt loops, and as he walks off with his teammate, he does reach back and shout to you, remember, curfew, don't let us catch you outside.
Just get that message to your commander, please. Fast.
And he goes, yeah.
Chop.
As they walk
Don't
off in the
slaughter
distance.
some people.
Okay. So,
Oh yeah, and I yelled back at him. I also have a certain medallion your commander gave me. If that
they were already gone. They're way too far gone now. I would have said by the time you started like exchanging words from a distance, they were probably a good 15-20 feet away, and they're now continuing their walk. Right, so it is. You're very close to curfew. You are still around the bookstore. The new acquaintance that is very nervous and shaky is still rummaging through all the information he can about the sewers. Time is against you. What would you four like to do?
Get in the closest entrance to the sewers.
Okay, the closest entrance to the sewers, right? I would say, the closest one from you from there would be the southernmost entrance would be, yeah, that's fine. It will take you a good 15-20 minutes to get there.
Which means we'll be out after curfew.
As I said, you are getting close to very curfew and time is against you.
But then again, he did say that they wouldn't give us any problems. Or he told me they wouldn't give problems.
Well,
No, I'm pretty sure he said that we shouldn't get caught past the curfew so we don't get into trouble.
Yeah. Keep our noses clean or something, I think I remember.
If we run to the entrance, we should be able to get there in time without anybody noticing us.
Yeah, true. And then we just do we know when curfew ends?
Curfew ends at dawn.
Curfew ends at dawn.
We don't have
If we
time to
just
waste.
Make sure we're if we go back up, make sure we're not outside until after dawn. We should be fine.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
that's fine.
All right. So you approach the humanoid-sized entrance where there is an actual structure. There's like a little, kind of like a gate surrounding this sewer entrance. And there is actually a guard. As you start up here around the corner, there is a guard stationed at that door, which is chained up. Just one guard, chained up. Looks a little bit dazed and a little bit sleepy as he seems to continuously just like drift in and out. But he is standing right in front of the door, and he's facing the same direction as you're coming into.
So, if he's like falling asleep, if you cast command on him, does he have disadvantage?
No, because that's just his that's his cognitive thing. It'll just be a straight roll. I will allow it. Rule of cool. I will allow it. It sounds more fun. It sounds more funnier, but normally the normal rules are command's just a straight roll.
I cast command on him. He needs to do a wisdom roll. It needs to be 13 or higher for him to be saved.
That is fine.
Yeah? Did I get it?
You are successful. What is your command?
I tell him to flee.
Wait, let him command him to unlock the door.
Yeah.
I can only tell him to do one. I can only say one word to him.
You command him to flee.
Sleep. Sleep.
I heard flee.
No, I didn't say that. That was me thinking. I said sleep.
Okay, this is your one do-over. I heard flee.
I didn't say that though. That was Jason that said that.
Uh-huh. Okay.
What are you on about?
Uh-huh. Okay. Alright. I'm being nice. Alright, so you command it to sleep. Alright, so as you see this guy just well, I shouldn't be actually holding my can. Holding
A can of Red Bull.
or is it? Hashtag not sponsored. Holds the spear as it starts to daze. And he goes. He's still standing there, seems to be perfectly perched, leaning against the spear, and he's just now completely snoring.
Is it time for me to take out my thieves' tools yet?
Can we see if he has the key on him? Can we see the key?
If you're from the distance, I would say you're gonna need to do a.
Sleight of hand?
No, it's going to be an investigation. No, but yeah.
I don't want to take the key yet. I just want to see if we can see it on his person.
Perception check. With
If he's
disadvantage.
sleeping, maybe we should just get close to him and
13.
13. I would say with a 13. From this. You see a lot of stuff around its belt. Hello?
A lot of things on his belt.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
And the key. Yes.
I say we send Nix in to get the key. Because if I have to do anything stealth, I have disadvantage.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's in both sleight of hand and stealth.
I have plus
Well,
4 advantage on stuff.
If we commanded him to sleep, will he even wake up until?
Well, yeah, the
Later.
command's finished. Actually, I will double check the definition of the spell. But the command is it. It's not charmed. It's just commanded to sleep. So it's like you've been told to sleep, and it actually just happens, like instant
Yeah, we should
hypnosis.
command him to kill himself.
No, nothing. No, it can't be done like that. That would be such a broken spell if that actually was a thing. There is power word kill.
Advantage and plus 4 stuff.
Alright, let's have a look. Command. First level. You speak a one word, a creature you can see with the target must succeed on a wisdom, blah blah. Some typical commands and their effects follow. You might issue a command other than the described here. If you do so, the DM determines how the target behaves. So you can say a different one word command, but at my discretion. So you have more open availability with your command spell, just for future reference.
Can I make people combust?
No.
Oh.
Incinerate themselves.
Sleep. Sleep's not even on the thingy. I would say with sleep. I would say if it's moved, or there is a sudden sound or noise, it may wake up. You may or may not know. It depends on how I will roll.
Give me a second.
Oh, we're sneaking in there, are we?
Let Nix get the key first.
Oh, I want to try sneaking.
Well, what are you guys doing? What you guys want to do?
Oh, already bothered.
Hold on.
I think we should let Nixia take the key and open the door, and then we'll just tiptoe just
I
to
get
the door.
things from. a little bit away.
Yes, Jinxie, yes.
Can I do that from a little bit away?
Yes, that is actually what it means in the
Yeah.
rules. You can do it.
I'm gonna do that then.
Alright, so what are you going to do?
I'm gonna use my mage hand legerdement. I think it's called. God, I can ever remember that name.
Just say
Legend-
just say you lose your mage hand to do this. Just say that. It just be simple.
Yeah. I use my mage hand to pick the lock with my thieves' tools. which I'm
Okay.
proficient in.
First time using thieves tools on episode 8, ladies and gentlemen.
I've been waiting for this.
Go and use it.
Sleight of hand?
Well, what does it say to use it? I think it's to use your...
An action, and it's a spectral floating hand appears at a point within range.
Oh, what's your range?
30 feet.
You need to get closer because it's about 40-50 feet away.
I can stealth up a little bit closer.
Roll a stealth check for me, please. What am I saying? It's a fucking rogue.
Roll 20! That's a 29! I go invisible.
Why did I even ask? Why? Why the fuck? Fucking rogues! OP as shit! It's fucking bullshit! Right, okay. You, as a ninja, just like seems to like catwalk and then suddenly bring out your component, summon your mage hand, and now you're going to pick the lock. Right, roll to pick the lock.
That's
I would.
6.
You hear suddenly as the chain seems to now open up. The lock has been unlocked.
Now we just all need to get through the door.
Yeah,
We were sneaking past, don't we?
mind you, you didn't remember when I said the position of where the body is.
He was in front of the door.
Correct.
But
Yes,
I was
we'll
in the
just sneak
back,
over it.
so, and my mage hand is invisible.
Yeah, that's fine. That's why I still allowed that. But remember, you just now opened with the little gap for the mage hand. The door is now, well, it's not the door. The chain is actually unlocked. But the door's still closed. The guy's still in front of it, asleep, resting on its spear.
That's not my problem. I was told to pick the lock.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just letting you all know because you're trying to sneak past when there's a body in front of the actual object. I'm just letting you all know.
Yeah,
If
I
we can
just said
sneak past,
it's
can't we?
time to go get a succubus. I didn't say anything that I was trying to walk. Now I'm turning around and... Come on. Your
Should have got him to flee.
I have an idea. I can disguise myself as a high-ranking officer. Wake
As-
that guy up and tell him that I'm here to take his post.
Just be all angry with him because he fell asleep. So it makes him
Yeah.
more sure that, you know, that you are who you are.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self and turn into like a high-ranking officer.
How would you look like a high-ranking officer? Give me specific details. This
Badge.
may be beneficial.
Just
Well,
have
you could
like,
copy the look of the
the guard's
captain.
armor with, you know, the signal or whatever the commander had on him on every piece of armor. Just have that on you somewhere.
Oh yeah. On my front like chest plate, the triangle with towers.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright. So,
And
right, so as you then now cast Disguise Self, seems to be a thin cloak layer seems to form all over you. And as now the outer image seems to now change into a human soldier, a bit seasoned, but with plated armor with the insignia that you have described, holding a sword, Seems like there is a few markings in that may or may not distinguish him of a higher rank. Maybe, maybe not. How are you going to play it out?
I'm gonna go up to the soldier and like shake him by the shoulder.
What?
I look at him with like anger and be like, falling asleep on duty?
Sir! As he stands into attention.
That is a punishable offense. You're a guard of a city. You just fell asleep and it's past curfew. There could be people crawling around. It's your job.
Actually, sir, my job is to sit at this post.
No. Your job is a guard. You know what? If you're so sleepy, go home and sleep. You know what? Just do it.
Roll a deception check for me, please.
Oh no.
You better be fucking high here, mate.
21.
Oh, sick.
That will do. If you rolled a low number, that would have been funny as fuck. He seems to be a little bit shocked and confused, like, okay, and hands you the one key that opens the thing that would have unlocked the chain that is currently unlocked. Looks back and a bit confused, and is, like, he's just now quickly like running off. As you all see, heading to your heading down left from the rest of you that are hiding around the corner. So now there is no guard. Chains unlocked.
Get the fuck in that door.
Okay, go in.
Signal everybody to come over.
Okay.
It's safe.
Can I kick the door as hard as I can? To open it?
That might not be the best idea, you know.
Might alert people.
Yeah. Other guards
Okay. Well,
aren't as
Are
sleepy
you
as
sure?
I want to hit a thing. I want to hit something.
we might.
Hit me.
Okay. I would say for the purpose of this, you all managed to glide through, trying to not cause a lot of attention. You open the door, and there is a hatch, and you open it, it's not locked, and you then walk in. Well, you all now climb down this ladder that leads you down into this. As soon as you open the hatch, you all get a very strong whiff of sewage and moist mugginess coming from deep beneath, as you all seem to hear a very... Well, not hear, you just hear a lot of water and a lot of gushing, and the smell is really wretched. It is really foul.
I smell it and I'm like...
Roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Yeah, okay.
Because you've admitted it before.
7.
Cray, who would you like to throw up on?
Yeah, you know...
Yeah.
You have 6 seconds. 1,
in the
2,
sewage.
3. Oh,
sewage.
someone.
That's
At
it.
someone. 4, 5.
You have to throw up on someone.
Because you were okay, fine. It was fun if he actually did it. Alright, you just threw up in the court. You just quickly just launch over and throw up. Everyone else witnessed it.
Oh, he got.
That's disgusting. Disgusting.
I'm just like...
Can we play for later? Put in a bag.
I take out my odor pebble, trademark, and just hold it near my nose.
Okay, so instead of just sewage, you're smelling a faint sewage and very strong Jaffa cake, tangy rum flavor hitting your nose. Your smelling senses are now going everywhere. You're like... As you all...
Like, this is so below me, but sure.
As all of you start to like see Cray seem to like recover from a very audacious act, I will need all of you to mute and deafen yourselves, please.
Cause he's here. Yay! Found him.
Now, finally, Marcus is now on the table.
Huh?
Sorry,
No.
sorry that has been too long, my dude.
Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, I've been worrying so much about you. Alright,
Nah, it's alright.
Oh.
I mean,
okay, so pretty much from where you are, you have spent the most of the last 24 hours since you tried to fall asleep, and when you passed out from the excessive amount of drinking you had in your at the Blooming Moon Tavern. When you went up to your place, suddenly your mind went blank and you were drawn towards the window. And then after that, you're flashed to a vision of wet brick. You are staring at a brick wall, but you seem to not move from there as you see what you feel on your ankles and wrists. You seem to feel some cold, rough metal. As you try to move, your whole body moves, as you seem to have been elevated, nearly full-blown nude, on this wall in this very dark, dim candlelit area that you can only just see with your peripheral vision. And these figures, these shadowed figures moving from behind you as you hear hollow screaming and pain and torture and whipping and lashing happening and people screaming, "No, please no," as this fear lumps into you. We are going to end on that for tonight's session. I wanted to end it on you, my dude.
fair enough, dude.
I'm sorry that you can get in a dude's much time on there. Don't worry, next week. Don't worry, my dude.
One can hope.
Alright. Everyone, unmute and deafen yourselves. Unmute and undeafen yourselves.
Hello. Oh god, Hudster, I forgot who you were for a second there.
Shush, 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 shush. Alright, I'm just letting everyone know. Okay, just waiting for Blazer. Blazer, unmute yourself. Oh, someone just messaged him for fetch. Please, read. Okay. Alright, okay, so, for the context, I've just now, yeah, keep yourself muted, just mute yourself, don't undeafen.
I know his voice is so low. I go,
Just Pooper. Just Pooper, not you, Nix. Prices will go now.
Oh, I heard a bit of it there.
Okay.
I thought it was getting wet.
So, so just for the context, I've just now catched up with him, what's happened with him in the last 24 hours. And we have now just ended the session. Unfortunately, we're getting close to the end of time, and it's nearly midnight for one of us. So, people need to go nap-naps.
Bullshit. I'm joking.
I'm getting tired too. So
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to push it too far. But yeah, so so thank everybody so much for watching. This has been a very, very interesting, very, very mind-filled game tonight, and I do hope you all enjoyed. If you're all watching this on the YouTube channel, thank everybody so much for the crazy mad love. If you do like what you see, please make sure you subscribe and like the video and share it with amongst all your friends. Spread the love. We are trying to grow an awesome, crazy community for Dungeons and Dragons. I do hope you want to become part of it. We may do some guest stuff soon. Maybe, maybe not. See how things get going. So, from all of us to you, we love you all very much. So, for now, stay safe, stay crazy, and what will we do next? We will catch you all next week. And if you are watching this, if you are watching this live, the full video will be available on YouTube 7 PM GMT on Wednesday. Thank you. Catch you all later. Love you all. Bye bye.